What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and Machine Gun Kelly has finally broken his silence in a new interview. Earlier this morning, Machine Gun Kelly decided to stop by the Breakfast Club, which we all know is hosted by Charlemagne, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee. And on there, he decided to address everything when it comes to Eminem, G-Eazy, and everything that's been going on with his life. And he decided to talk about if he's going to release a new diss track towards Eminem. Straight off the rip, Angela Yee asks, did you anticipate Eminem going at you on the Not Alike track in the Kamikaze album? And Machine Gun Kelly says, yes, he did anticipate it, but he expected it to arrive 6 years ago because that's when he tweeted about Haley.
Yeah, he should have said it 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Were you waiting for it 6 years ago?
You know, truth be told, we had handled it behind the scenes 6 years ago.
They all spoke about it.
So after
no, he's a recluse. We can't find him. So we didn't speak. I spoke to Paul Rosenberg and his team because that is as man to man as it gets with him. You know what I'm saying? So what I had said, you know, it all started with the daughter thing. You know, I didn't feel like it was disrespectful, but I'm a father. I have a 9-year-old daughter. Mm-hmm. I get it 100%. And man to man, I'll tell you, I apologize. Can I take the tweet down? Sure. But public apology? Come on, man.
He says that he was banned from Shade 45, and he started noticing little fishy things happening when he was going to radio stations and with the Interscope staff. As we all know, Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly are on the same label, and of course, Eminem has had way more history with Interscope. He's been around longer. He's brought them millions of dollars. So apparently to Machine Gun Kelly, he says that Eminem was going around telling Interscope to try to get him blackballed and try to hold down his career. He also said he was beefing with Yellow Wolf, who was at the time signed under Shady Records. So that even had a bigger role in separating the Interscope staff.
You know, why can't I go up here? And then also, you can't just minimize it to Shade 45. Mm-hmm. You got to think about Eminem is Interscope, Machine Gun Kelly is Interscope. Not only did that happen, but at the same time, me and Yellow Wolf are beefing. Yellow Wolf is an Interscope artist, and he's up under Shady.
Shady, yeah.
Right. So the building automatically is like this.
Boxed you out.
Well, I mean, I have my loyalists, and then he has his loyalists. But the problem comes when people that are assigned to work for me aren't working. And they're picking sides.
Machine Gun Kelly also says that the interview that Eminem did with Sway was staged and that, you know, Sway works for Shade 45, so it was a safe interview for Eminem, and that he doesn't actually do real interviews. He doesn't actually go out in the real world and do the stuff that Machine Gun Kelly does. But this can be twisted around against Machine Gun Kelly because, as we all know, Revolt TV has a distribution deal with the Breakfast Club, and Revolt TV is owned by Diddy, and of course Diddy has signed Machine Gun Kelly, so we could say the same thing about Machine Gun Kelly. We don't know if this is being staged on both ends in terms of these interviews. I felt like Machine Gun Kelly should have gone to a different radio station and addressed these issues that he has with Eminem, instead of going to a place where, you know, people could say, you know, Diddy is involved in, and this could be staged as well.
Well, maybe Eminem
we don't
didn't.
speak to him. We don't know where he is.
Yeah.
We don't speak to him. We speak to his spokespeople. Mm-hmm. And I'm speaking on the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why everyone's riding for this man so tough. This is a person who won't even show up to do a real interview.
Meaning that Sway works for Shade 45, so it's all staged. It's all, yeah. Yeah, I get it.
It's a little weird, man.
And then he addresses a major thing that a lot of people have been talking about, and that's the fact that Machine Gun Kelly has used the same producer, which is Ronnie J, for his Rap Devil track, the same one that Eminem used for the Not Alike track off his Kamikaze album.
You're saying that you guys had the same producer on both of your records.
Yeah, because I went to Equal Playing Ground. I took it to Equal Playing Grounds. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's also say it like it is. You took 2 weeks, I took 2 days. You used the Ronnie J track, I used the Ronnie J track. You used the $1 Million studio, I used the dressing room before sound check.
Then Machine Gun Kelly says a major thing that Charlemagne never follows up on. He says in the interview he's going to follow up on it, but during the interview he never does. And what Machine Gun Kelly said is that he sold over 20 million records and that Eminem hasn't made him big. He's already been big.
I mean, that's another funny narrative that I hear. I've sold over 20 million records.
For real?
Right now. as me, as Machine Gun. I've been in 10 movies, 4 of which come out December to April. It's very hard for me to accept that like this career just butted out of nowhere via him.
You sold over 20 million, though.
Yes, I've had a #1 pop song on the radio.
These real facts or Cat
These are
Williams
all
facts?
real. No, these are real facts.
Google this, please.
That narrative that Machine Gun Kelly sold over 20 million records is false, and it's easy to look up. Very easy to look up. Go to RIAA.com. You can literally type in Machine Gun Kelly and see what plaques he got. And this includes albums and singles. We're not just talking about albums. We'll combine singles and albums together, and he hasn't sold over 20 million, let alone 20 million. Not over, but let alone 20 million. He's only sold, based off that RIAA.com certification, only 7.5 million with singles and albums. That's a lot. 7.5 million. It's not a low amount at all, but pushing the narrative that you sold over 20 million is very, very far of a reach. And it's a shame that Charlemagne did not follow up on this. He should have followed up on this. It's very easy to look up. The only thing that I can think of when he says over 20 million is probably worldwide. I don't know if, he's talking about worldwide sales or in America alone, because RIAA is just the United States only. So he could be talking about worldwide, but as far as America goes, only 7.5 million. Anyone can look this up. Matter of fact, if you think I'm lying, just pause the video right now, go to the link in the description, or just go to RIAA.com, type in Machine Gun Kelly in the search, look over the plaques, add the numbers up, and it adds up to 7.5 million. Then Machine Gun Kelly talks about Killshot, the track, and what was mentioned on the track. He says that Rap Devil was a way better song because it's facts, and what Eminem was talking about was just man buns. And the thing that he also mentions was that Eminem called him a mumble rapper. And I agree with Machine Gun Kelly on this. Machine Gun Kelly is definitely not a mumble rapper. The fact that Eminem even said that was kind of a disgrace and kind of weird on a track. It seems like he's out of touch when it comes to the newer generation by saying that.
Killshot was a leg shot. Rap Devil, we're talking about facts. You want to talk about man buns? Answer the facts.
I think people.
You want to talk about a hairstyle I wore for a movie, a blockbuster movie? Shout out Nerve. I'm an actor, homie. How disconnected are you? You called me a mumble rapper? Oh my!
Yeah, that was stupid.
Can we just pour some out for this old dumbass? Like, I can't even.
Look on the floor.
Following that, he does go in on G-Eazy and addresses how their situation and their issues started, and he talks about smashing his girl Halsey.
Even G-Eazy said he passed you.
Well, not only can he not rap, but he can't do math either. So I don't know what's wrong.
Did you really smash his girl?
Yes, many of them. I ain't even say no names, so I don't even know why everyone's getting sensitive. I
So
never
it wasn't
said a
Haley.
name.
We all thought it was Haley.
Halsey?
Halsey, I'm sorry.
The 30-year-old and the 50-year-old said those names, not me.
So did you smash Halsey?
Absolutely.
Then Machine Gun Kelly talks about idolizing Eminem when he was younger and the fact that he only liked him up until 2010 and 2011. After that, he says his music got worse as time kept on going.
It's like you were cool till you're not cool.
Talking about Eminem.
Yeah.
Now listen, you did have a bunch of tweets where you was fanboying about Eminem.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
And let's look at the dates on those tweets. Like 2010, we're
Like
bringing
you
up.
saying he was your idol.
Absolutely. I said he was my idol on the diss record to him.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
He also addressed the false narratives out there in the news and the media outlets that he got booed on stage. He says that never happened and that he goes every single night performing that, and that he goes in the crowd and sees if anyone's going to do something to him for performing that song, and nothing happens.
You fake edited boos into a performance of me performing Rap Devil. Like,
So you really didn't
we
get
don't know
booed.
that
Man,
Eminem
absolutely
edited
not.
anything.
Not only did I not get booed, but every time for the last 2 weeks, Michigan included, I step out in the crowd after that song plays and walk through the entire arena.
He also addresses the rumor that he had a ghostwriter for the Rap Devil song. That is false. I even debunked that in my last videos. That is completely false. Wikipedia is very editable, and you can easily add anything you want on Wikipedia. Anyone can. So that was added in the writers, but in reality, it was just Machine Gun Kelly that wrote the track.
You can't edit the narrative to be what it's not. I've seen fake edited ghostwriting credits. It's like, what are we doing?
I saw that too.
Just like, just your boy got his knees are weak.
Then he gets asked, are you going to respond with another diss track responding to Killshot? He says he had a track ready, but when he heard Killshot and how whack it was, he says he's not going to release that track. But later on in the interview, he says, listen to the Binge EP, which he's dropping later tonight. He says there might be something on there going at Eminem.
I'll tell you, I had a clip ready. I heard Killshot, and I put that shit back in the holster. I'm like, oh, word. All right. He called me a mumble rapper, dog. I'm like,
why not hit him with another shot just to prove your point, though?
because this wasn't even on my path anyway.
Charlemagne then asks him, did he, accidentally trick the crowd into throwing up the middle finger while he was wearing the Killshot shirt? And he doesn't directly answer that. That's the thing that kind of threw me off. He decides to mention the crowd booing video and that being fake. He doesn't address that direct question. He also addresses Rap Devil being 7 months old, saying that he uploaded on SoundCloud that old. He says he recorded the song in 4 hours and shot the video in 4 hours. He completed it that day that he got dissed on Kamikaze.
Said that the concert was a Fall Out Boy concert, and that wasn't even your crowd, and the crowd didn't even
Well, he's
know why
opening
they
on
were.
tour.
I know, but the crowd didn't know why they were throwing their middle fingers up or nothing like that.
Did you not just hear me explain? I get okay. Let's just say one. It's not. There's a real video and a fake video.
Gotcha.
And we have both. I saw another one today that just popped up. He wrote Rap Devil 7 months ago. I
saw that too.
The footage is right here. I recorded it in the you know what I'm saying, in a dressing room 10 feet away from the locker room that I popped that champagne in. I recorded that Friday, the day he released his shit.
Machine Gun Kelly then says Eminem has never really beefed with a very lyrical artist. And I said this previously in my Who Really Won video when it comes to Eminem versus Benzino. This is true. Eminem, if you look at his track record in beefs, he hasn't really beefed with anyone with a major status in terms of celebrity and power and major in lyrical ability. The only person he's beefed with who had somewhat the same level of lyrical ability was Cannabis, but we all know Cannabis did not have that star power, so it didn't really matter.
My track records of beef isn't Christina Aguilera and Mariah Carey.
I agree.
It's all gorillas. I've went to war with nothing but gangsters, gorillas, and 450-pound security bouncers. You know what I'm saying?
This is the first time we've ever heard Eminem actually go after people that can rap. Joe Budden, Machine Gun Kelly.
All right.
You know what I mean? He went at Cannabis, but Cannabis was kind of on the downslide.
That's why I'm really interested in seeing this beef, because Machine Gun Kelly, although he's not as lyrical as Eminem, he's damn near close, and this would be a great battle to see happen if more diss tracks get released. I would always have loved to see Eminem go against someone who's as of his level. Like at that time when Eminem was in his prime, it would have been amazing to see him go at Jay-Z or Nas or someone of his status. Machine Gun Kelly then talks about not needing anybody to support him when he's going at Eminem. He got asked that he talked to Puff, which is Diddy, about going at Eminem. He said he never called him. Diddy, in fact, tried to call him, but he didn't pick up the phone.
Yeah, he called me 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't answer.
Why you didn't answer?
Because I don't need to be talked out of doing something like this.
Right, you didn't feel like
I'm not saying that's what he would have done. You know what I'm saying? Puff supports,
you
What
were
if
like,
he'd
I
have
just
bigged
want to
you
do
up?
what
Like,
I'm doing.
I like Rap Devil. What if he'd have said I like Rap Devil?
If that's what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, then I mean,
No, I'm saying, what if he would have said that?
I don't need to hear that either. I need to go into this clear-minded. This is me in a boxing ring.
He then talks about when he first heard Killshot and what he thought about the track. He also talks about whether he was bothered that Eminem mentioned his daughter on the track Killshot.
Did it bother you for Eminem to mention your daughter? Like, here's an autograph for your daughter? Because I know
No.
people get
Where's
very
it? Where's it
sensitive.
at?
Did you ask him for an autograph?
It is
for
on
your
the
daughter?
starter cap.
Yeah, where's it at?
Did you ask him for an autograph for your daughter?
I don't even know. I honestly don't think my daughter would want it. She texted me when that kill shot came out and was like, eh. You know what I mean?
At 9 years
yeah,
old,
at
she
9
said-
years old, you can't even offend a 9-year-old? All right, bro.
He then gets asked, is there any way that the Eminem beef is going to get hashed out in the future? Machine Gun Kelly says that boat has sailed a while ago. He tried to get it hashed out back in 2011, but clearly that didn't happen.
Are you open to that?
To have a conversation?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to have a conversation.
But I'm just saying, let's just say that happens.
Fuck you. You blew it. You blew it.
So no more conversation.
Yeah, it was cool. It's cool till it ain't.
Then towards the end of the interview, he says that he's not hiding against Eminem and his fans. He's always out there, while Eminem is always hiding.
Good
But
answer.
have there been more situations like that that we don't know of? Like just people talking crazy to you? yelling?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're at war,
So was,
and
it,
I'm not hiding. So
was it worth it?
absolutely.
And that's it for the brief summary of this interview. Like I said, I wanted to fact check some things, and I wanted to talk about some things that I agreed on and that I disagreed on. With that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this interview, about what Machine Gun Kelly has addressed, and if you guys think he's going to have a diss track on the new EP dropping later tonight. And if you guys want to support this channel further, you can do so at patreon.com/diverse mentality for just $1 a month or more. You can help support this channel further. A link is in the description below. Like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. I do videos like this daily on hip-hop news and much more, so definitely subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. Like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.